welcome to Multi Info. Today we are going to discuss about the most important topics for the corporate people. So, how to clear promotion exam. So this is the most interesting topic for the corporate people because why I make this video. First of all, I need to tell you because so many people have requested me to tell the tips for the clearing the examination. Why? Because I cleared it from the first shot. So I have a simple strategy to complete or clear the examination, promotion examination. So that I'm going to share with you today. So if you are the person who have been writing this examination for past 2 or 3 cycles but you do not clear it, or if you are a person who is going to appear for first time, this is going to be for you. In the tips, I'm going to tell about the one incident happened in my life to tell you that I'm not intellectual, but I am more or less like you people. Lesser than you people are not better than you. So to interviewer asked me once in an interview about the mathematical skills, 10 into 10 what, and 10 into 10 and into 100 and into 100 and into 10 and into 0 is equal to what. I puzzled, I do not know the answer, but I asked and the interviewer, please give me the pen and paper so that I can work it on it. So I work on it for the almost 3 to 4 minutes and came up with the answer, but I could not able to number it. So I told him I cannot able to number it, but this is the answer. Please look at it. So interviewer just smiled at me and he said, "Okay, let's go to another question." So later I came out and asked, I was still puzzled why this question, is it right answer? Then I just sat near the people, those who have already gone for the interview. Then they said, they were asking, murmuring about the things because they said, what is the question they were asking? I said, this is the question, but I do not know the answer, but I gave the answer. I hope this is the right answer. But people were telling to me that anything multiplies by 0 is going to be 0. So the answer is 0. So why you spend much time? Look, very easy answers, but I do not know actually. But thankfully I got cleared somehow. So this maybe this little fun, but to tell you that I'm not superior to anyone. I'm not like a intellectual fellow or a banker fellow to crack all the answers in the promotion exam. But how I cleared it, there is a tactics on it, there is a tip for it, and I will give you some tips so that it will help you. And if you are going for it first time or cannot able to clear it with your own intellectual without anything any help from others, you can also clear the examination. Just follow my tips, you can clear it. Let's go to video. Tip number 1, plan your assessment. வரிகள் சொல்ற மாதிரி எல்லாமே பிளான் பண்ணி தான் செய்யணும். So there must be a plan for your assessment. So there are 3 set of questions will be asked in the corporate examinations. So around 90 questions will be asked for 2 set of questions, and another some more questions will be asked for the different questions set of papers. So likewise there are 3 set of questions. What I will suggest you is that there are questions like agree, disagree, strongly agree or strongly disagree. Those answers and questions. So that one, don't give priority for that one. So it is better to avoid that one for a priority. So take that one into later and you can keep it for aside. So there is another set of questions. One will be skill and another will be for domain. So what I will suggest you is that you need to find out where you are skillful at. So personally, I will suggest you is that go for a domain, because you are working in a corporate and you are working for a particular product, so that you will know the better knowledge and understanding about it. Rather, if you are going for the skill but you do not know which one they will ask, and you might lose the confidence when you do not answer it properly. So it is better always to find out which question you will be asked for it. So I will personally tell you to go for a domain, and try to score maximum out of it. So for a domain will be, if you are asked for 30 questions, it's better to clear 20 and above, so that you have a good confidence doing the skill part. So out of 30 you try to score the maximum, so that it will build your confidence to appear for the skill test. So this will be the first tip for you. And around 90 questions will be asked for these two set of questions. So you have to clear 50 questions. That means you have optional for 40 questions. So if you are wrong in 40 questions, if you are making your random choice for 40 questions, you are requested to clear 50 questions, which is very much easier, but you have to give your thought for it. So you have to build your confidence at first. So building your confidence is much mandatory for your promotion exam assessment. So in order to build your confident, go for the questions you know it. So better choose domain for the first. Rule number 2: spend time for the questions you know. This is very important point for all the exam writers. So we tend to spend time for the question we do not know, but we fail to give time for the questions we know it. It is very important. If you are given a 90 questions, 30 will be very easier and you can able to answer it. But we don't give time for it. But make sure you give the appropriate answer, give time for it, and score it, because that is the main uh, mantra to clear the examination. So if you know the answer, if you know the question, still then you read the questions for 3 or 4 times, and you ponder it, and you think twice or thrice whether you did it right or wrong. Because so better to spend time for it. If you are strong in English, better spend time for it, and find out which vocabulary to be put, find out which grammar, no, which preposition to be used, which grammatical things to be used. And if you are, for an example, I will give you for number, it will be very easy for you, but we just give a random thought in it, and we know it because you just tick it and go. So that will sometime that might end up in wrong answers. So where there is a easy way to score the marks, spend time in it and score it easy. Like if you are given a drawing, something like that, one drawing says second draw and third draw and fourth draw, what will be the sixth draw? So that means you have to spend time for it. So you can easily score the marks in the known answers and questions. So spend time for it, that will be the better idea. Rule number 3: don't spend time for the question you do not know. This is much more important than the previous, because we tend to spend time for the questions we do not know much. We know it. If you are doing it, if you are answering it, also you won't score it. But we tend to spend time for it. It is actually vain. So sometimes we give time for the question we do not know. You know that you don't score it for, you will not score it for it, but still then we spend time for it. Then later, then we don't have time to answer for the known questions. Many of my friends, when they come out of the examination hall, assessment hall, they say, "Oh, I know this question, but I have no time to answer it." So it's actually very funny, because you know the answers. You leave 10 or 20 questions unanswered and come back. But if you are appearing it, and if you are attending for those 20 answers, so you would surely, you might get the and assessment cleared. So most of the time we do this mistake, and number of people I meet, they say the same thing, because they don't have time So time management is very, very important. So don't spend time on the questions we do not know unnecessarily. Because for an example, I will tell you some of the questions and answers which you will not know it. For me, I left it. I have had a choice on random choice. For those things, like there will be given a chart and there will be values on it, there will be name on it, and there will be paragraph on it. So we have to see that one, so that to understand that itself, it takes more than 10 minutes, and the questions will be asked on it, maybe like 5 or 10 questions. Those questions will be hard as hell. You will not score for it, but we tend to spend time for it. Even if you spend 10 or 15 minutes, you are not going to score for it. You mind it. So what I do is I skip that question and go for the other question, which I will know it better. So later when you get time, you go back to the questions for those questions which you will never score for it, and have a random choice on it. Maybe read it once or twice and give the appropriate answer. Maybe maybe you will get the correct answer. Sometimes you may not. But the main main thing is that you never leave any questions unanswered. You never leave known questions unanswered, so that you score the answer for the known questions. You will have a better understanding. You will have a better feelings when you come out, because you have attended all the questions that you know very well. There are some of the things I will tell you. First of all, the first 5 questions, maybe when I attended the examinations, for the first 5 questions, or in between 1 or 2 questions, this type of question will be asked, because you need to spend time for it, and you will not have time for the other questions which you know it very better, which is very easy. You will not have time for it. So the first question will be something like this. So you better don't spend time for it, and skip that question and go for the next question which you know better. Rule number 4: answers of probabilities, answers of impossibilities. This rule, I used it to answer the right questions, right answers in the promotion exams. So most of the people um, now brought pen and paper for to work out the lot of mathematical things. I'm not a mathematician, so I don't know how to do that, do those mathematical calculations. But I have my own mind calculations that I spent on it, spent the time on it. So that rules is called method of probabilities, method of impossibilities. For that one, that rule I applied it, and I got the most answers right. So there are this rule is applicable for the answers you do not know, because I already said 90 percentage of 90 questions will be asked. In that, 15 percentage would be the English or grammar or something else. So the other 30 number of questions, the questions you know it very well and you can well answer it. But the other 50 set of 50 questions or 40 questions, you do not know the answer, but you need to spend time for it. So how do you spend time for it? That is the main important things in promotion examination. So I didn't spend time in paper and pencil or pen, but I spent time in analytical things. So what I did to analyze the right question and answers. So that is the rule number 4, the rule of probabilities and the rule of impossibilities. I will tell you what is rule of probabilities, what is rule of impossibilities. There is a set of question asked to you. There is a question asked to you. There are 4 options given to you. Okay. So for the question, you are given 4 answers. So in that 4 answers, there is one right answer. So you need to find out which will be the right answer or which will be the appropriate answer. So to find out the right answer, you have to apply rule of impossibilities. Okay, in a question you find four answers. You need to come into understanding that the some of the answers are impossible to impossible to be the right answers. So in that manner you can filter it. 50% of the answers. Okay, how do I filter it? I will tell you with the example. Okay, there is a relationship question asked. Uh, so they are asking us to find out the feminine gender. Okay, so to find out the feminine gender, the answer must be in the feminine. Okay, there are four answers in options. So father, mother, son, and daughter. So obviously the masculine gender has been ruled out from the answers. Okay, father and son is ruled out because the question is asked for the feminine gender. So the rule of impossibilities are applied here. If the rule of impossibilities applied, so the two answers are impossible, so we ruled out those two answers. So we got a 50% of the question answers ruled out, so we have another only two. So find out always the correct answers will be among these two, or else A or B or A or C or A or D, something like that. So you already come into conclusion there is a right answer in the two options only. So in through this manner you can tick the random tick on those two, and you can go for the next question. So it might appear if for the 50 questions or 40 questions you might answer it 20 questions right, applying this rule of impossibilities. Okay, next let us come into the rule of probabilities. So the rule of probabilities comes with the 50% of the answer you get for the questions. Okay, with the two questions, with the two answers, you got two answers, which is mother or sister. Okay, let us go to the question which is asked. So if the question is asked for to find out the feminine gender, or she is the younger or older, question it. So if you question, if the question is asked for the younger no younger women to find out, so younger women will be always like sister. Or if it is the question is asked for to find out the older woman means obviously we have to go for the mother for an option. So the rule of impossibilities were applied and we got 50% of the answers filtered out, and the rule of probabilities we got it, we ruled out one answer from the 50 percentage. So we got the one answer which is almost going to be the right answer for you. So in this manner you apply this formula to all those questions asked which you do not know. So we don't need paper and pen, we don't need any analytical things, we need only to think on it, and we need only the analyze the questions and find out the right answers, probable answers. So in these rules of probability and rules of impossibilities, you will really easily find out the 40 questions, you will easily answer 20 questions right. So apply these rules, rule of impossibilities, rule of probabilities, so that when you score for a domain 20 percentage, you have 30 for out of 30, if you are scoring for 20, if you are going to skill part, known question will be maybe 30 questions will be known for you. So if you are scoring for known questions and answers, you are already cleared, you get 50 marks on it. So when you go to the for other question which you do not know, go for the optional method like rules of impossibilities, rules of probabilities. So when you do these rules, don't give for anything which you know it, but apply these rules and go for the probable answers, you might get the right answers. So already you got a pass mark 50, and you can do this added advantage. If you in a 40 question set of 40 questions, you might end up clearing 20 questions answer correctly, so that you have a you have a very much chance to clear 70 question answer correctly. That means you are already clear the promotion exam. So I hope this will surely help you to clear the examination. Before you go for the examination, you just go through this video and take heed of um, all these things I have listed out to you, and you can score the answers. Before going for the examination, I will also tell you some of the topics which will be very much important to be noticed. So type the topics in the YouTube channel, and there are so many people explaining how to answer for it. So just randomly check those things and go for the promotion exam. I will list out the 17 number of set of questions will be interpretation. These are the 17 topics. Questions will be asked. If you have time, go through these topics, which will add your skill into it. So once again, I will tell you all the best for your career, and clear all those examination. I would like to see everyone clearing the examination this time. And if you like this video, and please like this video, and if you want to comment anything, please comment below. And if you want to discuss about something else, whether it is whatever the topic, just put it down, and I can able to talk with you on related matters. And please share this video to the people that you want. Those people who want to clear the examination. And there are so many people really lacking these things and want to clear the examination. Please share this video to them so that they will also clear the examination. So that will help those people to boost their confidence. And thank you so much for watching this, and subscribe this video and channel to get the latest update. Thank you so much. All the best.